Weather extra. Wa-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. Yep. All right, because you haven't had enough of me for 2.5 hours covering storms, just to let you know that's the last right there of the radar of the rainfall. There's a few little spotty showers to the west of I-65, and that's about it. So no more severe thunderstorm warnings. I'm pretty sure if there's still a watch, it won't be much longer. If you're in a watch, you're in DeKalb and Jackson County, that should be cut back here soon. It's supposed to go to 10. There's no more storms. Everything's out. Some of you had some rain. Some of you had some storms. Some of you had some very strong storms. Others of you had not one drop of rainfall, including in Huntsville, Decatur, and Athens. 3 major cities in the Tennessee Valley that didn't have any rain. And you're all like, I didn't get nothing. No. Where'd it go? Some areas did, though. So it wasn't like everybody missed out, but there was definitely more holes in the rainfall than there was gaps filled. So here's the severe thunderstorm watch, and I'm going to zoom in. So the watch for pretty much our forecast area is done. Like I know the periphery counties there are still included, but most of it done. The last remaining pieces of the puzzle was DeKalb and Jackson County. That's been cut back. Etowah County is still in it. Marion County, Winston County, they're not. It's different National Weather Service. They still want to keep them. They can keep them for a little longer. There's not much going on right now. Most of the thunderstorm activity has come to an end. Tonight's going to be mainly just partly to mostly cloudy. There might be a little bit of fog. If you had rain tonight or this afternoon, evening, you have a chance for some fog tomorrow morning. We had that happen last night too. Friday, I'm really happy right now because forecast models yesterday had us soaked for like Friday afternoon, Saturday afternoon. The models have backed off big time. So what it means is I've just kept it kind of cloudy tomorrow. Temperatures in the 70s. If we have a stray shower or storm, it would be in the afternoon, but the coverage will be minimal and therefore mainly dry. Now, if I come into work filling in for Brad tomorrow and I had to talk about the radar the whole time, I'm in big trouble because that means my forecast was horrible. But we've kept it to a minimum, I know, right? Kept it to 20%. I've kept some showers in for Saturday and Sunday. It depends on what forecast model you want to go with. Some models still are pretty aggressive with the rain on Saturday. Others have us completely dry. There's like no middle ground. So what I did was I made my own middle ground and put a few showers for Saturday afternoon on Saturday and again on Sunday night or afternoon for Mother's Day. The temperatures will drop. They'll be around 70 degrees both days. Sunday maybe just a little warmer. But overall, hours of dryness for the weekend are improving, I think. And I think overall it's not a tremendous washout for the weekend by any means. So if you have Mother's Day plans and you want to go out in the morning, right now it might not be so bad. Might even get a little sunshine and get crazy. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But the afternoon, there's still a chance of some showers. Don't get me wrong. We're not out of the woods completely yet. And whatever rain we do not get Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, Mother Nature is waiting for cats and dogs type of rain for Monday and Tuesday. There's this like low pressure that's going to come up from the coast. Like this whole system is just tied into one big blob of rain, right? We had parts of it tonight. We'll have a few showers tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday. But the main low pressure comes through on Monday and Tuesday, and that will make it more of a widespread rain event for Monday and Tuesday. And I don't think it's severe weather, but it could be some heavy rain, and that's how we're going to start the work week on Monday, Tuesday. And then finally on Wednesday, maybe dry out. Temperatures warm up when you get some sunshine. Well, go figure that concept. A lot of 80s for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and the next chance of rain might be the following Sunday, but that is 10 days away, and we have a long time to iron that part of the forecast out. So I hope that helps. Vanessa got her yard mowed. That's awesome. Hi, Adam from Fort Payne. You had a little small hail. I was talking about it. So I was on air for about 2.5 hours. I was on Facebook Live and all of our social media covering the storms for about 2.5 hours. And then what was really funny, it dawned on me at like 9:05 when I stopped. I'm like, I had to turn around and do a weather extra at 9:30. Are you kidding me? So that's why I'm here now. I'm going to keep this really short, though, because I was already doing this for like 2.5 hours. Somebody's going to come on this and be like, weren't you just doing this and covering it for 2.5 hours? Don't you get enough of talking? But I'm happy to say that it wasn't a widespread severe weather event. I never really thought it was going to be. I thought the wind, and the rain, and the hail was going to be the primary concern. That's how it played out. There was a little rotation with some of the storms in Lincoln County at one point, but no evidence of anything dropping or anything like that. Maybe we'll get like a phantom tornado or something reported like for a survey or something, but we'll see how it goes. But I think overall, though, it played out pretty much what we expected. I thought the coverage would be a little bit more than it was. There was a lot of holes. Huntsville and Madison and those kind of areas are kind of missing out on the rain. It started northwest and kind of went around. Like, it was up and over, and then this area came up, and it was like everything met over in Jackson County, and that was the last hurrah with one last severe thunderstorm warning. And it kind of went, it literally did one of these. And areas in the middle didn't really have much. Now, there was some small hail reported in Somerville, some small hail reported in the Woodville area, and also into New Hope. So there were areas that weren't even in warnings that had a little small hail and heavy rainfall. And keep in mind, too, lightning is not part of a severe thunderstorm warning. I tell you this all the time. So many times you have dangerous lightning, but you're not in a severe thunderstorm warning. So people are like, the storm can't be that bad. But dangerous lightning can be dangerous lightning, whether it's a warning or not. And so often we get so many reports of lightning hitting trees or hitting roofs and trees falling on houses or falling on cars. And that's been a real problem lately. It seems like the last couple storms we've had, it's been more numerous than it usually is. So even when some of the storms weren't warned tonight, they still packed a punch and had an impact. And that was essentially from Gunnersville to Eva was this cluster of rain that lifted north. It never was warned. Not until the very end, when it got to Scottsboro. And it still had some small hail reported. Many of you letting me know that. I appreciate it. Dawn says, yard sale was a success, Jeff. Again, Friday, I believe it will be good also. Do confirm. I think you're okay Friday. Miles really backing off on the rain tomorrow. I think you're okay. Storms went all around you tonight. If you got by today, you going to get by tomorrow. How about that? Hi, Christine Tinker. How you doing up in Bryant? You had some storms your way. They kind of fizzled when they got to you at the end there, but I had not, Tegan, talked about really about Monday. No, I just showed it on the 10-day forecast. I'm all right. I'm thinking about the weekend first. I tend to really try to focus on like the now and the next 1 or 2 or 3 days. I think anything after that, like that timing of the rain Monday and Tuesday is going to change 100 times before we get there. So I just put a generic scattered showers and thunderstorms for Monday and Tuesday, and it's going to rain, probably more widespread rainfall for those 2 days. But I don't have the timing of it right now. I would say maybe early call would be afternoon, night into Tuesday morning, but I'll fine tune that as we go into the weekend. And I'll be here Friday night, Saturday morning, Saturday night, Sunday morning, and Sunday night. So I'll have plenty of time to look at forecast models to make sure I can zero in on that part of the forecast. I hope that helps, okay? I'm more worried about getting tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday right because it's a very stressful forecast. Well, all the moms out there, Mother's Day is a very important forecast. We got to make sure all the moms have a good day. And a lot of moms, it wasn't looking so good for the weekend a couple days ago. Now it's not looking so bad. And hopefully I can get that forecast zeroed in on Monday when I get here through the weekend. Okay, Tegan? I promise I'll keep updates coming, though, for you. I promise. Sheena Stevenson got some downpours and hail. You sure did. I was talking about it on social media. It's right on this WAFF 48 page. I even talked about the different roads in Stevenson and how often and how many times I'm in Stevenson because I love that area. But yeah, definitely some hail and some rain, and thank you for the update. I appreciate it. A lot of you sending in pictures too, and I appreciate that tremendously. I haven't cycled through all of them yet, but I'll pick through a couple and try to post a couple later. But yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. The updates were great tonight too. It's really helpful. I mean, there's always like that troll comment, like, I don't have a storm. You guys stink. It's okay. As long as I'm getting updates from you that are meaningful, and they were, a lot of you letting me know what was happening in your backyard while I was covering everything on streams. And that's so helpful because it essentially validates what I'm pointing out to you and says, okay, yeah, I see the potential for hail with this storm. And then you are letting me know you have it happening in your backyard. And that's fantastic. It does have a mind of its own, but we're here to control the mind, my friend. That's our job. That is for sure. All right, I'm going to wrap up Weather Extra a little bit earlier tonight than I usually do. I go on air at 10. I have a bag of Fritos with my name on it, and I'm going to go devour that. And I got a Mountain Dew Baja Blast waiting for me. That is my dinner for tonight. I can't wait to go eat it. I'm really excited. So I'm going to bust a move and get out of here. We are on at 10 o'clock, Margot, myself, and everybody involved in sports and all the reporters. all covering everything that you need to know with your updated news reports and also more on the weather. And we start that at 10 o'clock, and we will see you then. For now, have a fantastic night. Eric Burke will be here tomorrow morning. He'll have the very latest during the morning commute, which you can expect for your Friday, and he'll have an update on the weekend as well. And for Tegan, he'll probably fine-tune that forecast a bit for Monday and probably get a little better idea of when that rain's going to fall for Monday as well. Everybody have a fantastic night, okay?